Hello everybody. So I've got some incredible news. I'm going to be kind of all over the place. I actually made some notes over here because I'm super excited and I don't want to miss anything. So we're going to be doing a whole new series of videos. I'm very, very excited. There is a company called ImageLine. They make a fantastic music software. It's called FL Studio. I had used FL Studio 12 just a tiny bit, played around with a little bit. They have a new version, FL Studio 20. And I'm going to be having the opportunity to use the software with my kids, and we're going to learn music together, and this is just, I can't even tell you, it's like a dream, because back in college I had taken a class, I took jazz rock history, and the professor was incredible and very, loved music and conveyed that very well to the kids. And he had a MIDI class, but it was like a self-study MIDI class in the lab by yourself with no help. And this is a long time ago, and I think it was even on a Macintosh. Anyway, it was impossible for me to do, working full-time, going to school, and I had to drop the class, and I always regretted that. So fast forward, over 20 years, I'm going to have the opportunity to use MIDI software, learn how to make music. So FL Studio is an incredible piece of software. It's super easy to use once you sit down and kind of learn all the little areas of it. You'll be making music within a few minutes if you find a good tutorial, and I'm hoping we're going to be putting out some good tutorials. So I want to thank, first of all, Teresa. Thank you very much. It's incredible. There's also probably some mysterious person out there who is the beginning link in this chain that made this happen. Thank you very much. And all the other people who may have been involved making this happen. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're going to be doing like a whole new style of, it's going to be like a whole genre of just learning about music and using FL Studio, and we're really going to have a lot of fun with it. I think it's going to be like two maybe basic genres. Is going to be little snippets of how to use FL Studio, and then I'm figuring a whole different thing of kind of like fun with the kids where we're going to learn different concepts of music, all the way back to music to where it started from. Maybe have themes of different instruments, different genres of music, and this is where all of you can come in to suggest different instruments we can feature or different genres of music that you'd like to see us make a fun little 30-second mix out of with FL Studio. So anyway, it's going to be all about learning, and it's going to be very much interactive because I am a novice, and you're going to see me struggle. I'm not, I've taken music classes, I've taken keyboarding a long, long time ago, I took guitar a very long time ago. The kids have had some keyboard lessons, but we're all going to be kind of learning together, and kind of the idea is there must be a tremendous number of people out there who have always had a dream to make music, to make even a song. I say everybody has at least one song in them. And so FL Studio really lets you kind of do all of that. We're going to see it's just so easy, and I think within a few minutes we're going to be making our first beats. And I'm going to say I'm going to be standing on the shoulders, more like standing in the shadows of some other people who've made some really fantastic videos. So kind of me absorbing their videos and learning as a novice, and then demonstrating with you, learning together, and trying to do really simple videos, because it's one thing when you have a music expert teaching a novice, but a novice is super lost, and if you're not there in front of the person to ask questions, there's things that get missed, silly mistakes you make as a novice that an expert's not going to think you're going to do. So anyway, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to try to keep this short, but I just wanted to get my first thank you video out there. I also I'm going to be teasing here, because if you go on the FL Studio website, we have the holidays coming up, and I've just been thinking about, they have, the basic version is $99. So you can step into a piece of software that let you start working with music, making MIDI tracks, and just having fun. And really, it's a whole music studio. I'm going to talk about this. I actually had the opportunity to visit a Bay Area, it was a rap music studio in Richmond, California. My second job was working at a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and the manager was making MIDI rap tracks. And he was a really nice guy, and he took me to meet this producer out in Richmond, and he was bringing a rapper in from LA, and I got to meet this guy Mossberg, who unfortunately I think later passed away. But anyway, it was a whole incredible day, and just to be in a music studio and to see a music studio and sound rooms, and It's just incredible, thousands of dollars of equipment spread out across this incredible whole wall of this room. And FL Studio has like almost that entire studio in a piece of software now. And so you can have just a couple pieces of equipment and it all comes together and you can make music almost like a professional producer. I mean, I'm not going to say, you know, the microphones and the sound qualities of your room, you're not going to quite get there. But you can do some really incredible things out of a home studio. So anyway, we're probably going to end it there, and I'm going to make, there's just going to be a ton of videos, and it's going to be gushing on about music and where I came from. And so before I end it up here, we're going to say thank you very much, Teresa. Thank you very much, everybody at Image Line, everybody at FL Studio. It's an incredible piece of software. There's also an FL Studio Mobile. And so right now, they also have a deal where you get the $99 piece of software. You can get a controller, a MIDI controller for $99. So go on their website. I'm going to include a little link in the bottom there, and I'll also include some screenshots that I'll kind of put in. But it's a beautiful controller. So I'm thinking for $200, you could get your kids working on music instead of working on video games. So we're going to go into a whole thing about that when we talk about the $99 deal. But anyway, Image Line has been very generous to me. And I want to say thank you very much. And we're going to be doing a whole lot of fun videos with the kids. And this is really like going to be fulfilling a dream of me missing the opportunity to take that MIDI class and really focus on it. And so anyway, it's beautiful. I'm going to say thank you to Teresa, Image Line, FL Studio. Gotta say thank you to my buddy Dave. Dave, when I was a very young man, he was always pulling out all these strange and different music types. And hey Dan, check this out, check that. Okay, so I'm sorry I had to stop the video there. We had a call from the kids come in. So anyway, so gotta thank my buddy Dave, Teresa, Image Line, FL Studio. Dave, who kind of got me going on music and took me to my first Reggae on the River, and that kind of started a whole thing. We got to give a shout out to Jabba Dub out in Poland over there doing dub reggae music. I was up late one night. This is literally, we'll go into the whole story, but I'll give you a little snippet of the story, how we actually got to this beautiful thing where I'm sitting at the table today talking about it. I'm up late night, having not a great time, having problems with my business, so I'm making a whole bunch of videos, proving my products work, and I'm editing videos, and it's like a miracle. I get on my YouTube feed, it was an After Work Online Music Festival, and I see this Jabba Dub, and I'm like, oh, okay, putting my headphones on, editing video, listening to Jabba Dub, and that started a whole chain of events, getting me back to, you know, hey, make a piece of music would be fun as part of the company to kind of defend what's going on of people attacking the company. And anyway, so it's amazing how you have something in your life that's kind of uncomfortable and not nice. And there was a motivational speaker who said, inside of every challenge, inside of every horrible thing that's happening to you, there is a gift, a special thing inside of there. Sometimes it's very hard to see, but here we are today. I'm going to be making some beautiful music with my kids. So anyway, this has gone way too long, and we're going to do a whole bunch of videos, but I just want to say thank you very much. We'll get that out there. We're going to do a second video here about this $99 special they have on the controller. That is a heck of a deal. They're offering you a substantial discount on controller. So with the holidays coming up, you know, your kids, you can buy them, you know, $1,000 worth of new video game systems and software for the game systems, and monthly recurring subscriptions for the systems, and all those kind of things that go with video games these days. Or for starting at $199 or $198 plus tax, you can give your kids something that they can make music. So I'm going to get a little shot of the controller. I'll do a couple screenshots of it, and we're going to do a whole separate video because I think it deserves to kind of be its own idea, that instead of, I like the idea of, instead of turning your kids into zombies fighting zombies, you could turn your kids into the next Mozart or something. And I keep thinking in my head, what if the great composers would have had access to FL Studio, and what would have happened and what they could have done and how much time it would have saved them working through something like FL Studio. instead of writing notes by hand. Anyway, so we're going to end it there. Thank you very much, Teresa. Thank you, Image Line. Thank you, FL Studio. However high up the chain this had to go, thank you very much for making the decision to give me a shot. We're going to try to do really, as best as we can. We are living in a tiny house here. It's less than 1,000 square feet, and we got 4 people here. So I'm going to give you a little shot of our little mini studio over here. So, first of all, you've got the Legos. The Legos are key to making music. So this is our basic setup. I think until we have proper production software, I'm actually probably going to feed my computer into the TV, and we'll be shooting shots of that. I was thinking this was going to be my laptop stand, but now actually this is going to be my cool little MIDI controller that's on its way for 99 bucks. So for 99 bucks, there's going to be a controller sitting here. My dad very generously gave my mom a very nice Yamaha keyboard years and years and years ago. And now that keyboard has been handed down to me. So I have this nice Yamaha. It's a nice keyboard. It's an older model. It's a YPG 235. But most importantly, on the back of it, it has a USB, and it has drivers that'll let me connect it to MIDI software. So I've already connected to FL Studio 12, and we played around with that. Anyway, so let's go back here. So the kids and I have been playing around with the software, and I just want to show you how easy it is to use. I'm not the sharpest guy in the world, but sitting down watching a couple of the how-tos and playing around with the software with the kids. Just in time for the Halloween, we made what we're going to call the spooky dub. So anyway, we're going to close out here with the... we've made 4 songs. 2 of them worked out. 2 didn't quite work out. So here's one of them. So Teresa, thank you very much. In honor of you, here's our spooky dub for Halloween. So anyway, that was an evening working with the kids. We call that one spooky dub. The older one was like, oh boy, she couldn't believe how kind of spooky and scary it was turning out. And it's amazing you sit down with your kids and you work on these music together. And second of all, it's a great opportunity to sit down with your kids and work on something together. It's so hard to find things that you can relate with your kids, and I think most adults at this point really have a love for music, and the kids have a love for music, and you can kind of mesh that together. In FL Studio, Fruity Loops, you can take, we're going to be doing a lot of fun things. I'm going to be doing a mashup with Axel F and For Elise. So we're going to be doing all kinds of weird fun things like that. So it's an opportunity to work with the kids. We had a lot of fun making that. We made 4 little songs together. And anyway, it's a great opportunity to spend some time with the kids, good quality time and having fun. And so anyway, I'm going to throw that out there. We're super happy and thankful, so thank you very much. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for your support. It's been a crazy year, and thank you very much for keeping me in business. And thank you to FL Studio and Image Line and Teresa for making this happen. This is going to be so much fun. So you're making a lifelong dream. The kids are going to learn about music. It's just... Anyway, I'm all over the place because I'm very, very happy. So... Goodbye, everybody. There's going to be a lot of videos coming down the pike with FL Studio. Thank you.